Hi, my name is Jennifer Samuel, and today in my Ecology Lab term project presentation, I will be discussing how eastern gray squirrel's presence is affected by varying wind conditions. Before tackling the research question at hand, we first need to discuss background information about eastern gray squirrels. We know that they are native to North America, and their habitats range from woodland forests to urban environments. They act as seed dispensers when they bury their seeds for the winter, and they also prey and affect plant composition. Amidst increasing urbanization in recent years, squirrels have adapted to the increase in human presence. Finally, the purposes of our research is to address the next steps for conservation due to increase in strong winds due to climate change, and also help ecological research about squirrels and when to conduct field observations. In the photos shown here, we can see examples of eastern gray squirrels. On the left is an example of a baby squirrel that was rescued by Sarah Keegley, who was a GT student, and with a team of 12, they nursed it back to health and built it shelters. And on the right, there is a squirrel getting its daily exercise in, being on a bicycle during a field observation a student conducted for our research. Our research was centered around our hypothesis that stated that the presence of Squirrel carolinianus in Georgia Tech campus is negatively impacted by strong wind conditions compared to light wind conditions. Some supporting possible evidence that could arrive is that there is a significant difference between counts of squirrels observed in strong winds or gusts compared to no breeze or light breeze. Now, some possible non-supporting evidence is that there is no significant difference between the two observations, or there is an all-around equal distribution of squirrel counts across all different varying wind conditions. The way we arrived to our data and results was by conducting a set of methods, which included field observations, cleaning of data, comparison data, and statistical testing. First, we did our field observations by limiting to a 5-minute observation by observing differing squirrel behavior like vigilance, foraging, and social. And we also observed environmental conditions like cloud and clear skies and light breeze to strong winds. Second, we cleaned our data by creating a control by removing data with cats and dogs to remove any confounding effects. Third, we compared the data by creating bar plots in RStudio to compare counts of squirrels compared to wind conditions. Fourth, we did a statistical test, a chi-square test, determine significance, and determine if we can draw conclusions from our results. In order to get the most information about the field sites, we collected details like the environment ranging from hilly to flat areas, if they had cloudy or non-cloudy areas, and if the wind conditions specifically ranged from no breeze, light breeze, steady breeze, gust, and strong wind. The photo on the left is an example of the field observation with controls, like no cats or dogs nearby. After maintaining controls of our experiment, we found that strong conditions resulted in 1 count, and light breeze conditions resulted in 292 counts of squirrels observed. We can see on the right that the bar plot we created show a visual large difference between the extreme wind conditions of strong and gusts compared to none and light breeze. To confirm, we conducted a chi-squared statistical test that resulted in a significant difference between the two wind conditions impacting squirrel presence. Our research conducted helps further the UN Sustainable Development Goals, or otherwise known as SDGs. By gathering research on species, we can help protect the squirrels through changing climate that can cause extreme weather events. For life on land, maintaining and protecting eastern gray squirrels help cull plant overgrowth and helps improve seed distribution for forest growth. Finally, for sustainable cities and communities, increasing urban green spaces and increasing climate resilience in cities help increase biodiversity and habitat shelters for squirrels. Our research's future implications include future ecological research benefits by providing more information on when researchers should pick prime weather conditions to allow for a larger data set of more observations. It can also be used to support conservation efforts for squirrels during the increase of climate change and subsequent storms. Our concluding remarks include that our hypothesis is supported through our results. There is a significant decrease in overall count of eastern gray squirrels due to extreme wind conditions like strong wind. Some possible errors in data include small sample numbers that will result in biased results and lack of field testing on extreme weather days. Future steps would be to repeat and increase sample numbers to confirm our results and see updated and changing counts. Some other future steps is to include future wooden shelters to be installed that have an uptake in strong winds to help unstable eastern gray squirrel populations. These are the citations for all the sources that I use in my presentation. Thank you for listening.